Coming up this week on the show,
Delaney tells us about a money move for college athletes.
Ariana introduces us to a few classroom companions.
And I'm going on another road trip to meet some fuzzy friends.
It's Friday, November 15th, and the buzz starts right now.
Happy Friday, Fort Mill. I'm Michael.
And I'm Anna. That intro is inspired by many of your favorite shows.
Although I love watching The Office, nothing beats watching our Yellow Jackets show off their skills.
Our fall sports are wrapping up, but winter sports are just around the corner, and our athletes are already starting to train. Here's Spencer with more.
What's up, Fort Mill? I'm Spencer, and you're watching The Buzz Sports. This Saturday, cross country travels to Camden to compete in the state meet. Cheer travels to Columbia as well on Saturday to compete in the state qualifiers. On Tuesday, our boys and girls basketball team kicked off the start of their season. Boys scrimmaged Union County and our girls scrimmaged Andrew Jackson. Now, I'm sure you guys have all heard about the NCAA rule that's been passed, allowing college athletes to make money off their name. Well, Delaney was able to update us on this act. I'm Spencer, reporting for The Buzz.
Thanks, Spencer. Last time I talked to you guys, California had just passed the Fair Pay for Play Act, allowing college athletes to profit off their names into law without the NCAA's support. However, things have changed since then.
On October 29th, the NCAA made a jaw-dropping statement announcing that they will officially allow college athletes to profit off of their names, likeness, and endorsement deals in 2021. This does not mean college athletes will be paid for their play, but they will be able to make money off of their image and endorsement deals. After years of talk, the NCAA officially giving their support for California's bill opens the door for college athletes everywhere to be compensated for their name and likeness for the first time in history, allowing student athletes here at Fort Mill to potentially make a profit off of their image in college.
I think that college athletes should be allowed to get endorsements. I think it'll help them get their name out there for future leagues if they want to take their career farther.
It'll benefit them by just making more money, getting more exposure, and just becoming more popular so that they can get more money.
The NCAA is requiring that collegiate divisions 1, 2, and 3 make their own regulations for how to pay student athletes for their image, leaving the future for college athletes in 2021 looking bright. I'm Delaney, reporting for The Buzz.
Thanks, Delaney. It's crazy to think that in just a couple of years, we may even see some of our Fort Mill students competing in college.
And maybe the new legislation will help put a little money in their pockets. Now, a non-collegiate sport is helping to open up new opportunities for women.
Here's Andy with more.
Pushing cars to their limits, seeing just how fast they can go, is a Southern tradition. Whether it be in NASCAR here in the South or Formula One all around the world, you will mostly see male drivers. But that trend is about to change, starting with amateur race car driving here at Road Atlanta.
All day, over 40 women have been putting on helmets, getting in their cars, and hopping on the track to see just how fast and furious they can be in a motocross sport mostly dominated by men.
We wanted to give women the opportunity to be included in the world of motorsport, in the world of automotive, give them an environment where they weren't a minority, where they didn't feel intimidated by lots of guys being there, just being a nice environment where the women could go and do it together, enjoy themselves, be more confident behind the wheel.
Because this event is open to female drivers of any level, novice racers are accompanied by an instructor to improve their skills. But other motorists have been racing on the track for years and even decades.
We bought our first Dodge Viper back in the year 2000. At which point we had to do something with all that power. And we began to join clubs and driving organizations. When I'm here for the club, there's only about 4 or 5 women. This is fantastic. We're expanding the sport to more females and recognizing that we have an equal share in this. We need to grab it.
As more women break into the sport, they pave the way for the next generation of female drivers to come.
It's a beautiful course. It's almost like you're on a mountain highway. It's empowering, right? You know, we're in this position where my hands are on the steering wheel. I'm doing these speeds. I'm doing this lap, and it's nice to be a part of.
Reporting for The Buzz, I'm Andy.
It's incredible to see the impact that women have made on the track.
Andy told me that her dad was actually an amateur race car driver, and he's excited to see all that changes happening within the sport.
Thanks, Andy, for sharing that story. Back in Fort Mill, many students have pets, and it's weird to think we keep some of them in classrooms.
Ariana's here to show us some unusual creatures we keep at Fort Mill High School and how they impact our students.
We all love spending time with our pets, but students at Fort Mill High School get to care for their furry friends during class. Here's Mr. Paysauer and his small animal care class to give us more information.
Definitely the class pets relieve stress, and it just makes the students have a better day. I've had students come in and say, oh, I was just having such a bad day, but now that they've had a little chance to work with the animals, it just seems to make their day a lot better.
The pets create like this warm, comforting atmosphere, just knowing that they're there and that they want comfort and they can comfort you at the same time.
We feed them, take care of the mess they make, and fill their water. When they're in like a classroom like that, if one pet gets like sick or something, you have to make sure the others don't, which can be a problem.
It's super relaxing to just be able to come in and know that you're surrounded by other people who enjoy animals as much as you do. It teaches a lot of responsibility and a lot of compassion for other life.
Definitely they provide enjoyment for the students, so yeah, definitely they're worth having.
Having a class pet can be a lot of work, but they can make your day brighter. I'm Ari, reporting for The Buzz.
Thanks, Ariana. I never knew we had such a variety of animals at our school.
While some household pets are bigger than others, nothing compares to an animal you might see in the Carolinas.
Reese took a road trip to see a man that raises them.
Thanks, guys. Our road trips have taken us north, south, east, and this week we're going west. Wild West. Let's go. Whoa! Well, I lost my hat, but thanks to my bison buddies, I've made it to Tatanka Bison Ranch.
All right, you guys ready to go bison ranching?
Originally from South Africa, Fred Ilza has spent the last 5 years as a bison rancher.
I had a huge fascination with elephants, and this is basically my African elephant in the United States.
Fred moved to the U.S. in 1995, but after years of office work, he was ready for a change.
Now I was working 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. Now I work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, but the big difference is I'm having fun.
In 2014, Fred retired from his office job and began to build his ranch from scratch. 2 years later, his first baby bison was born.
So Saturday morning I came out, it was real heavy fog and everything like that. And I knew they were pregnant, you know. And I saw that, I looked and I looked. It was foggy and I couldn't make out what was going on. The sun wasn't up yet. And then I saw this calf and it was quite the most amazing feeling, my first one born out here.
One by one, the herd began to grow, revealing a social structure that Fred had seen before.
It's a matriarchal society, so it's run by females, very much like elephants. They're very, very protective of each other. You go in and mess with one, you end up messing with the whole herd.
These animals roamed the Carolinas about 200 years ago, yet they are rare to see in the wild today. But Fred is more than happy to bring back the bison, as they have changed his life forever.
I'm 60 years old now, and I must be in far better shape than I was 20 years ago, because it's an active lifestyle, and so it's pretty much giving me a new lease on life.
This has been one of the most beautiful places I've ever been for a road trip, and while you might not get this close to the bison, I would definitely recommend anyone to come out and see them for themselves. Reporting for The Buzz, I'm Reese.
Thanks, Reese. I never expected to see bison on The Buzz.
Reese has been wanting to go see the bison for a while now, but he hasn't been able to because the drought has been killing the grass that the bison eat.
Grayson's here to update us on how the drought can affect you.
While it may be a nuisance to many and cause issues across the globe, rain is a necessity for everyone. And recently, the lack of it has South Carolina slipping into a worsening drought. According to Drought.gov, over 2.9 million South Carolina residents have been affected by not getting as much rain as we're used to. The drought scale consists of conditions from D0, abnormally dry, to D4, exceptional drought. Currently, York County is at a D1, along with nearly a third of the state, while places like Columbia and Greenville are at a D3, alongside roughly 3% of the state. For these places, this can lead to major crop losses, with a suggestion for York County to reduce water usage. Droughts cause a significant increase in risk of wildfires. These fires can destroy acres of forest, homes, and cause major air and water pollution. To decrease the effects of this drought, do your best to take short showers and baths, avoid letting the water run unnecessarily, and try to avoid using sprinklers on your lawn. Luckily, we have been receiving some rain in the past few weeks, but that doesn't mean the drought ends here. It's going to take many more rain showers to get us out of this dry spell. I'm Grayson, reporting for The Buzz.
Thanks, Grayson. It's weird to think that we're still in a drought even after a little bit of rain.
It makes me thankful for the little rain we had this week, but that means colder weather.
And the chilly temperature just means we're getting even closer to Thanksgiving. Next week, Andy and Adam will be back with our famous Buzzgiving show.
So until next time, I'm Michael.
And I'm Anna.
Have a great weekend, Fort Mill.
But Michael, if you want to try it, you've got to really come close to smell it. And it just smells really, all of this grass.
According to Drought.gov, Wild West. I'm not gonna try. I don't know. I hate this one.
But the drought has been causing the grass to die.
Is that so?
That wasn't even it. Stupid idiot.
That was right?
No.
All right. This is a fresh one. This is yesterday afternoon. So.
Doesn't smell.
No smell.